Hi, my name is Mitch Mitchell for those of you who don't know who I am. I mean, you came to the channel, so you should know something about me. Anyway, I want to talk about movies and critics. You know, I went and saw the new Star Trek movie and absolutely loved it. And it's funny because even though a lot of people did end up loving it, there were critics who kind of didn't like it. They said that it wasn't really part of Star Trek canon. It didn't kind of fit the way that people were used to seeing Star Trek. And I thought, well, wait a minute. Y'all said that with the first movie, and the first movie actually ended up doing pretty well. And I want to show you this. Blazing Saddles. Now, I don't know how many young people know Blazing Saddles, but Blazing Saddles is the bomb. This is a great movie. As a matter of fact, it's one of the most popular movies now that people have seen. And when it first came out, for its time period, it made something like $111 million, which was fantastic money back in the 70s. Here's the thing. Most critics hated this movie. They really did. They didn't think there were any standout stars in the movie. They thought it was crash and boorish and had, took on all these stereotypes and said all these things. They didn't quite get the humor of the guy who put it together, which is Mel Brooks. These are the kind of movies he did. And yet people went and they loved this movie. And I've always wondered this thing about critics as to why they go see movies that they probably know they're going to hate from the very beginning. I think I said one of the videos that I did a long time ago, I was talking about movies, and I said how there's only ever been one movie that I paid money to go see that I didn't like. Because for the most part, I know the types of movies that I like. I like, science fiction with a lot of aliens. I don't like scary stuff. I don't like stuff scaring me. I'll just own up to that right now. But I like, obviously I like the alien movies that you see, such as Independence Day. Oh goodness, I'm drawing a blank here. It'll come to me. I like the Marvel movies. I like the DC movies. I like good cartoons. I mean, no, I did not go see Secret Life of Pets because I didn't really like the trailer all that well. But I have gone to see, two of the three Kung Fu Panda movies. I didn't see the last one, but I will see it when it comes out. I went and saw the Peanuts movie and thoroughly enjoyed it. So I have my genre of movies that I like to go see. A couple of nights ago, I was at what we like to call a bloggers get-together, a local thing where we have a group on Facebook, and every once in a while we try to do something where we can get together and talk about the blogs, and sometimes, we're meeting new people, which is always kind of cool. And we got to one point where everyone was trying to convince me that I need to see the movie Casablanca, which is, Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. Love Ingrid Bergman, by the way. But I've never seen it. Because, I mean, truthfully, I know all about the movie. I've read about the movie. I know what it's about. And maybe it's a classic. I'm just not interested. I'm just not. Another movie they got, they were talking about was Ben-Hur. I said, Gladiators? They said, oh, but it's a great movie. It's Gladiators. I don't want to go see a Gladiator movie. Not interested. My goodness. We have movies that enthrall us, and we have movies that we just say, just not interested. The thing with the Star Trek movie, even though I really loved it, and I knew I was going, because yes, I'm a major Star Trek fan, the truth of the matter is, the very first trailer that came out, I hated it. Oh my God, I'm thinking, what is this guy who used to be the director for the Fast and Furious movies? I don't know if he still is for the next one. But I'm thinking, this guy is going to ruin Star Trek. And then we saw other trailers, and it came out pretty well. But like I said, I'm wondering about these critics. Because the movie that they're hating on right now, and I got to tell you, truthfully, I don't want to go see it, is Suicide Squad. Now, I don't know anything about it. I really don't. Do I know the Joker? Yeah. Does this guy look like a Joker that I'm used to? No. Harley Quinn? I don't really know a lot about her. We didn't have Harley Quinn back in my day. And I haven't kept up with the comics. I don't know the part Will Smith is playing. I have no clue who any of these people are. So, for me, this is not a movie I'm going to go to because I can't understand it. It's just like Deadpool. I had no clue who Deadpool was. And then people said, well, this was the character who they actually put in the Wolverine movie, which I didn't pay to go see, by the way. And it wasn't the right Deadpool. hey, like I said, I don't know who these people are, and it's just not compelling, so I'm not going. But reviewers, I guess, if you're getting paid to go review movies, that's a different story. I know that we used to have a local person in this area who used to go to movies and shows and whatever, and she pretty much hated everything. She hated everything. One of my friends, who's a very good actor, people rave about this guy. They've been raving about him since we were in college together. If he's ever done good, she's only mentioned his name as being a star in the movie, in the play, and never said another word. But usually she hates on him. And then there was a concert. I can't remember who it was back in the early 90s. And she wrote about this concert and how much she hated it. And then she said, of course, I wasn't a fan going into it. And I'm thinking, why did you spend your money to go? I'm sorry, just because they pay you for this, you had to go and hate on it anyway? How can you write a fair review about something that you immediately already hate? I just don't understand that kind of thing. And maybe that's, one of those things about commerce that I really don't get. So, in general, I'm going to tell you, if you're interested in a movie, go see the movie. Hopefully you'll like it. And if you like it, then like it just because you liked it. Who cares what reviewers have to say about stuff? For that matter, who cares what I have to say about stuff? If I'm hating on something, and you know what, I can't think of a movie that like I said, only one movie I ever went to see that I hated on, and so many people hated on it, I felt vindicated that I hated on it. But, that's just how that is. The first time I saw Pulp Fiction, I hated on it because I just didn't get it. Now it's one of my favorite movies. First time I saw E.T., I hated E.T. I didn't get it. And then I saw it a few years later, and okay, I understand the appeal of E.T. Now, I like E.T. I'm not going to say I love it. It's not in my top 20. But I like E.T. a lot. If it comes on, I'm probably going to watch it. So, I think that I'm using movies right now as a metaphor for life. If there's stuff you like to do and there's people who hate on it, go do it anyway. As long as you're not hurting someone else. If you hurt someone else, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't make me come to your house. But if you're doing something that you think you're going to enjoy and you've got people who don't like it, do it anyway. Just go do it. And talk about the adventure, or just keep it to yourself and enjoy. And maybe you start thinking, maybe I need some new friends. Some people who are going to support me in the things I like. But that's for another time. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about movies that you knew other people really absolutely hated, or movies that critics hated that you went to and you said, hey, this is really good. I can tell you a whole bunch of those. Blues Brothers, people hated on the Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd did well at the theater. They hated, oh my God, Animal House. Critics hated Animal House. It did really well. Critics are critics. That's all I'm going to say. So, let me know your thoughts as far as movies. Let me know your thoughts as far as life goes. Or, you know what, just like the video. And we'll get on with life. Anyway, like I said, I'm Mitch Mitchell. I don't say my name in every video, and I've just said it twice. Y'all take care, and we will talk later.